afterwards. I'll suffer. Guys, can we tap the screen, guys? Can we have some more likes? Tap the screen. We have all the heart me's. Let's go. How come Luke the Judge always gets heart me's, but I don't get as many as him? Let's tap the screen. And he's a part-timer as well. He is a part-timer. Where is Luke anyway? Where is he? He's gone missing. Thank you for the heart me's, guys. Hey, Top Girl. Thank you, guys. Oh, we B2. Oh, Right, guys, we've got a few things to talk about today. Oh. I was listening to Miss Red this morning. She was talking about, I do sometimes like to take a bit of her content, so I do copy her a little bit, yes. What was his name? So I did have a look up him. What was his name? Oh, God. Jesse King. We will be talking about Jesse King. I have messaged him to come onto the platform to get in the box if he wants to. Does not have to. I will play the video. I've just got one video to play. I have my opinions about it. I don't agree with what Miss Red said, but you know, we can all have different opinions. Let's face it, all mediums, spiritual, psychics, they're all fake. They're all fake. None of it's real, guys. So, you know what makes me laugh about that is people say, oh my God, he's fake. Oh my God, she's fake. Of course it's fake. It's all fake. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying to look for one that's not fake. Oh my God, there's so many scammers out there. I don't believe that someone that's in the spiritual world, that's a medium or a psychic or whatever, you know, they call themselves. I don't think it is a scam. You know, people say they're scammers, and so you're trying to say that there are some that are real? No. I have my opinion on it, but I will be discussing that a little bit later. Why must I tell you now? My sister went to see a medium after my dad died. You know, it's not something I believe, not something she believes. Would I go if it was to give me hope? Probably. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. I don't believe it's targeting the vulnerable people. I think anyone that goes to see a psychic or medium has had some kind of trouble in their life. You know what I mean? Where they've lost someone or whatever they may be going through. And I do believe it's giving that person hope. Yeah. Do I believe in them? No, I don't. I think it's all fake. But you like to think to yourself, well, just maybe. You know, I mean, if that makes you feel comfortable when you're walking out after seeing a medium or whatever they call themselves, about yourself after you've lost someone, then so be it. But let's get it correct. They are all fake. And it just makes me laugh about people outing this person or that person for being fake or for being a scammer. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? There is actually, as a medium, I think you actually learn it. You actually get taught it, yeah. So there are actually places you can actually study. If you was actually a true medium, right, you wouldn't have to go and study for it, right? Yes. But anyway, that's my opinion on these mediums and things. But if at any point... want to get in the box, please do get in the box and tell us all about yourself and everything else, and then people can have their opinion on it. But like I said, I just think it gives people hope. You know what I mean? I don't think they're scammers. I don't think they target for the vulnerable at all. No. Is he the only real one on TikTok? Psychic Medium Michael. I don't know who that is. Who's that? But you say he's the real one. There's no real ones. Listen. Yeah, you know how I say how it is, right? There's no such thing as mediums and psychics. Yeah, they're all fake. But like I said, I don't believe they're targeting vulnerable either. It's just giving people that hope. But that's my opinion. I suppose in some ways you want to think, maybe it is real. You know, you've lost someone. You know, it's going to give me hope, you know, comfort. You know, go with an open mind and all. Right, okay, so guys, I know there's people in the boxes. If Jesse King is in the box, can he message? I don't know if he is going to come. He's not going to he might not bother, and that's fair enough. But let's and it's yeah, guys, I know there's people in the boxes. I want to play some videos and things first before people playing on people's heartstrings. It's wrong. See, I don't agree with you. I 100% disagree. It's not playing on people's heartstrings. It's making people feel comfortable, and it makes people walk out feeling, or hopefully feeling, that their loved one is looking down on them. And yeah, it could be a load of rubbish, but I'd rather have that rubbish than feel the way I do. You know what I mean? Well, the way I did after my dad died. You know, and it's a hope. It's having that hope. So I would pay for that. Yeah, I would pay for someone to probably give me a load of rubbish. Yeah, I'm just saying if that's going to make me feel better. It brings comfort to some, 100%. Yeah, so I don't know if this guy, we will be talking about, I've got some people in the boxes now. So anyway, let's play that. Should we do the BBC theme tune? Alexa, play the BBC theme news. Alexa, play the BBC theme news. Alexa, volume 10. Not the news. No, Alexa, play the BBC news theme.
I don't know that.
Oh, for God's sake. Alexa, play EastEnders theme tune. Yeah.
EastEnders theme. New BBC TV.
Oh, Alexa, volume 10. Sweet. Right, guys, let's get into it, guys. Welcome. It's 12:14 in the afternoon. Welcome to the Delusive Unfiltered FYP. Not just the FYP, but any videos that I play that's interesting to me, I will play. If you are triggered, if you are triggered or affected, there's a big cross button. Please do use it. Don't watch me for the whole live or come to me and say how you're affected. You are, because let's face it, you all like to be affected. We have no trauma dumping. If you would like to trauma dump in the box, that is a galaxy. If you want someone kicked out of the box, it's a money gun. And if they want to get back in the box, it's 2 money guns. We'll have all the cash. And that's it, guys. Let's get on to the FYP. People are saying a court assassin. Now, something happened with court assassin this morning. If she wants to get in the box, she's welcome to get in the box to talk about exactly what... Alexa, stop! To talk about what happened this morning, something about her mods or something about how she treats her mods. They treats her mods like shit. I don't know, but if her mods want to get in the box, please do get in the box. Court was very drunk. Right. Okay. Oh, God, please no. Oh, okay. Well, she was on pills this morning, so I don't think she was asleep. It's just, the court was disgusting. I don't know what happened. Does anyone want to come in and tell me what happened before I continue? She peed in the bush. Oh. I can't even be bothered doing the FYP this morning, I'm not going to lie. Right, guys, we've got these. Let's start with this one. Oh, she's probably gone to bed now then. Right. This is Rebecca Buckley. I think you probably saw it on Miss Red's live, but it is funny. Look. Hello, friends. Alexa, stop. Hi, guys, and this is my audition video. Oh, what the hell was that? Yeah, she's funny. Everyone do follow Rebecca Buckley. Oh, for God's sake. So anyway, let's get this moving. Let's go on to the speed dating. So I went on speed dating on Rebecca C's live last night, and oh, for God's sake, Chippy and Fat Freak decided to enter. I always thought they fancied me, let's face it. You know, sometimes, you know, that person always picks on you. It's because they really fancy you. Do you know what I mean? I do feel that with Chippy, maybe he's a bit jealous that other people were kind of coming on to me and he didn't like it. Who knows? And Jesse King is here. Oh, is he here? Oh, okay. Well, he is welcome to get into the box. But what I'm going to do then, since he's here, we'll go forward into the video about Jesse King, or whatever his name is. So this is the video. And then people can jump in their box and have their say. And it'd be nice for him to jump in his box and to have his say, because there have been people saying that he is targeting the vulnerable and so.
And in no way, shape or form is there any hate or malice towards this comment, but it's grating on me that I'm hearing this more and more. As a psychic medium, my whole life purpose, the reason why I was born, is to help as many people as possible, which means that I have to charge, because I do this as a 9 to 5, okay? If I was to sit there and work stacking shelves in Tesco's and doing this on the weekends, I wouldn't be fulfilling my life purpose. I'd be sat there as a hobby helping people, and that's not why I was born. I was born to help people. I was born to reconnect them with their loved ones in spirit, or help them with a reading, navigate, life crises, relationship problems, job problems, whatever. That's my life purpose. Now, unfortunately, and as much as I wish we didn't, we live in a world where we've got an economical structure where we have to pay for things, okay, which means I have to pay for things as well, which means that if I was to do this as my 9 to 5, which I do this as my full-time job, I have bills to pay, mortgages to pay, food to pay, all the rest of it, which means I cannot help people for free, and I ask for a donation or a small fee so I can do this full time. But in return, you guys are getting incredibly amazing readings, life guidance, things that you don't have access to just in your day-to-day life. But to sit there and say, listen, give me something for free, is the most rude, offensive and entitled load of rubbish that I have to deal with on a day-to-day. I would never walk into a store and go, give me my weekly shop for free, I need that to eat. I would never take my car into a garage and go, if you were a good mechanic, you'd change my oil filter for free. I would never do that. You just don't do that to any other service provider. So to do that to someone who is, giving you the opportunity to talk to someone who's passed over, or to help you navigate life crises and problems in your life, I find that rude. Now, there are some donuts in this world that will sit there and go, if you've been given a gift, you shouldn't charge. But they don't live in the real world. They don't have absolutely zero understanding of how the ability works and how the economic world works. For me to help people, I need to wake up in the morning and sit there and help as many people as possible, and sit there and do this as my full-time job, which I do. But to do that, I've got to pay my mortgage, I've got to pay my food shop bill, my council tax, all the rest of it. For you to have the top quality readings that I provide, you have to pay for them. And that's simple. But I'm really sick to death of getting these comments, give me something for free. Do you know how intimate and personal and special my ability is to me? It is my whole identity. It means everything to me. I put so much time, energy and effort into being the best psychic that you could possibly ask for. When you could turn up to a reading from me, I know that I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that that reading is better than any other reading that you can get. I spend so much time, energy and effort raising my vibrations, grounding myself, cleansing my aura, making sure that when you turn up for a tarot reading, you're going to leave with answers, guidance, feeling like you know exactly what happens next. I make sure that my ability is so bloody good that I tell you details about your loved ones in spirit that even you didn't bloody know. Things that I would never possibly know. My ability is worth something. And for it to be demeaned by expecting something for free is just so offensive. Please stop saying, it's not just to me, to any psychic. Real psychics put so much into being psychic for you, not for us, for you. So appreciate them. We're reconnecting you with loved ones. I'd write a blank check for a psychic to be able to speak to my sister. I'd write a blank check to sit there and go, God, I'm going through this crisis in my life at the moment. What answers and guidance do I need? Bish, bash, bosh, here you go. Thank you so much. Be appreciative, guys. Look after your psychics. Don't say shit like this to them.
So the message was, someone sent him a message saying, well, you sure have been given an amazing gift. Please, what could you tell about me without me paying? And what's true about me? I'm not easy to read. So that was the message he was replying to. Now, if he wants to jump in the box at any time, then he is welcome to. I have given my opinion at the time. If anyone wants to jump in and give their opinion, like I said, I'll say it again. I do believe I do believe it is a job. It is studied, and I think anything that you study for, you're not a true medium. A medium, it comes within. It's a gift, right? You don't have to study for it. But saying that, I don't think mediums do target vulnerable people. I think it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because some people say they're scammers. You can't say one is a scammer and the rest aren't. In my opinion, it's all fake. But I do feel it does give people hope and that comfort and everything like that. Like it did my sister when my dad passed away. And yeah, sometimes you will pay for someone to make you feel better. And yeah, so that's my opinion. He's not in the box. How do I jump in the box? I can request you in the box if you've got enough followers. Yeah. So you just have to accept it. So I've sent you a quick, yeah. Hello.
Is this working? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done this way round before. How can I help?
Well, we're talking about your video. I mean, I don't even know who you are, but people are saying, well, some people are saying that a medium such as yourself do target the vulnerable people. And it's a bit of a scam and you're a fake. And listen, I think it's all fake, but that's my opinion.
Well, to be fair, I actually prefer that you do think it's all fake, because the people within the community always seem to be the ones that are a little bit more prejudiced to other people in the community than they are as if you don't believe at all. But to be fair, I was a little bit surprised. I woke up this morning. I haven't slept last night. I woke up this morning to a message from you. I'm like, who the hell is this? What's going on here? But I jumped in. I thought I'd have a little chat with you and see what's going on. I've seen some of your comments here, and to be fair, the things like this I always find a bit witch hunty. I feel like...
And I get what you're saying, but that's why I thought if you want to come in, because it will also, in another way, maybe promote, if that's what you need. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what you want from me. Like, if this is, if you want to ask me questions, if you want me to explain myself, I'm not entirely sure what you want from me. But, I mean, I'm just a bit perplexed, a bit confused what's going on. I thought I'd check it out.
Can I ask you a question then? Do you feel that, I'm not going to talk about everyone, but yourself, do you feel you target the vulnerable people?
To be fair, my life purpose is to help vulnerable people. It's with the life of TikTok, you always get called a scam or he's a fake, and people come up to their own conclusions and assumptions of you in that sense. But it is what it is, isn't it? It's just part of the people projecting their unhealthy, whatever you call it, on people that they don't know, in that sense. But do I target them? Absolutely not. I don't actively pursue anyone in any way, shape or form. I have a gift. Whether you believe or not, I have a gift. People come to me. They choose to come to me, should they want to come to me. If they want to come to me, they absolutely can. If they don't, that's absolutely...
Can I just interrupt you there a second?
Are you okay with this, by the way? Because it was discussed on another platform, yourself.
Yeah,
that's why I
this
put
is
it on my
where
platform. So I want to clear things up, and I want you to be able to clear things up as well.
I want you to clear up your statement about autism people that pick up crayons. I just want your explanation on that.
I can't remember the statement in itself, but I think there's one thing that I need to make abundantly clear, that my brother is highly, highly autistic. My mother is highly, highly autistic.
That doesn't excuse it, though, does it? So
hang on a second. If you ask a question, you'll listen to the answer, because that's how people communicate.
Yeah, let him reply.
So what's going on? My mother is autistic. My brother is autistic. There's autism in my family. I think everyone has a different way of how they cope with it and they deal with it. My family grew up joking about everything that, anything traumatic that comes into your life. We laugh about it. We don't sit there. In no way, shape or form would I ever target an autistic person in any way, shape or form. It would be fucking hard for me to do so. I grew up, my childhood was growing up looking after my blind autistic brother. From a young age, I was putting toothpaste on his toothbrush so he could brush his teeth. From a young age, I was cutting his hair and making sure it was okay and guiding him through the street while he's being called all kinds of derogative terms. So I don't think you can come at me about autism. People handle things in very, very different ways. Very, very different ways. You might want to sit there and mollycoddle people. You might want to sit there and wrap them up in cotton wool. I sit there and I joke about things because that's how I deal with things.
Can I just quickly ask you before I forget, how much do you charge for a reading?
I offer many, many different types of readings. It varies everything from £30 all the way up to £250, depending on what kind of reading you have with me.
Yeah. Do you do
Jessie?
it on live or do you do it away from live, like off TikTok?
I don't do it on TikTok live. No, I do it on a one-to-one basis.
Right, Angie, I'm just going to drop. I just wanted to ask him that. That's all.
Oh, okay. Hi, Linz.
Hi, Jessie, can you not just do like a reading on Ange now, like a brief one, just to prove everyone wrong?
He's already said it. Linz, he doesn't like people asking that question.
Can you do a reading on Angie just this minute, just to prove everyone wrong?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, my lovely. I didn't hear what you just said.
I'm saying, can you just do a quick reading on Angie just to prove everybody wrong?
The vibe of this live, first and foremost, no, she's a non-believer. I wouldn't want to get involved in that anyway. Secondly, I'm definitely not a performing monkey, and I find that sort of, perform for me is definitely whatever in that sense of the word. But no, absolutely not. I'm not going to do that.
I'm a believer. Will you do a reading on me?
Can I ask you a question then, Jessie? Did you study to become a medium?
No, you don't study to become a medium. I'll tell you my backstory if anyone's interested. But to be fair, I'm not entirely sure your comment section is interesting. I think they're here to try and tear me apart. But
listen, I can do is turn them off if you prefer.
No, I don't care. I don't absolutely care. I'm very, very fixed.
I mean, yeah.
But I don't think anyone's going to sit here and go, "Oh, do you know what? This guy's actually got a point." I think they're here to try and tear me apart, which is fine.
Oh, no, Jessie, listen, I swear to you, you'll be surprised how many followers you get after this live.
Jessie, can I just quickly ask you something? If it is I don't mind paying you money and doing a reading privately, and then I can make my own decision, unbiased.
Website's on the profile. I'm not going to deny anyone to book. Website's on my profile. Go over and get yourself booked in. I'll be looking forward to it.
And then will you come back after I've done my reading so I can make my judgment on it?
Of course, absolutely. Well, one thing I will say, just circling back to that, no, you don't learn to become a medium. You're born a psychic medium. It's a gift that you have throughout all of your lives, not just your current life. People are reincarnated all the time in that sense. So, no, I studied parapsychology with a... who the fuck is that? Sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ, you can't say that. Sorry. But no, I studied parapsychology in that sense, and we'll go from there. But to be fair, looking at this, I've just clicked something. I don't know what I've just done. It says I'm going to be disconnected. Have you disconnected me?
No, you're still here.
Yeah,
Can you just give us a background as how you got into, doing this, medium work?
Well, you're born a psychic. I actually qualified as a therapist in my younger days. Believe it or not, working with people with autism. But what I'd done is social media blessed me very, very, very well about 10 years ago. I was in my office, and this was back before TikTok even bloody existed, and Facebook was a thing in that sense. Excuse me, in that sense. But I went viral overnight about 10 years ago on Facebook, and I just got very, very lucky. I made the decision, do I want to do this full time, or do I want to carry on with it as a therapist? And I decided that this was my calling. This is how I'm going to help as much, much, much more people than I would as a therapist. And hang on, I'm just going to press cancel and hopefully I don't disappear anywhere. So
yeah,
can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Yeah, okay. So
are you quite new to TikTok? Are you?
I'm an old boy. I don't know how to use this stuff. I can barely make a TikTok video. So I've definitely never done this box thing before. Definitely never done that. So I just moved the screen and it said, come up, leave the live or disconnection from live.
Are you okay for people to ask you questions? Because I think it will help both ways, in my opinion. You'll be surprised how many followers you'll get after this live.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Are
Sure,
you happy
absolutely.
to answer
I'm
questions?
happy to do that. What I think is probably more productive, though, is if we converse. I think there's a lot of people that want to come on to try and tear me apart, and I'm happy to have a conversation, but I'm not going to sit here and defend myself. I didn't even know this live was existing up until about half hour ago.
Yeah, but these people in these boxes who I do know, they just want to ask you genuine questions. I hope.
I've been to quite a few mediums and psychics in my life, and a lot of them they go into go to spiritual churches and whatever. You don't learn to be a psychic or a medium. You hone your craft, and also as well, you wouldn't say if a doctor was. You get doctors that are quacks. You got a lot of people that are charlatans. Not saying you are, and whatever. There's a woman on here called Sally Cudmore who's excellent. She's been on the television. She's been on Loose Swimming. I've been to a lot of her shows. I'll just tell you a brief story. Someone's mum went missing. They walked off from a supermarket. She had Alzheimer's. He was a guy in EastEnders called Craig Fairbass, and they couldn't find this woman for a week. And his sisters went to Sally Cudmore and said, "Look, can you help us? Could you get some of them that are detectives?" The woman found her, said she's near a grassy area, near a blah blah blah. They found her within like hours of her dying. This woman, I wish you could at her now. Sally Cudmore is excellent. You know, you're always going to get, sometimes they get it wrong and whatever. I go to a lot of readers and they can't read me. I've tried to do like a little bit of it myself. When my sister passed away, I tried to do a little bit. If it's very hit and miss, you get clairvoyance, you get clairessence, you get all different kind of ones. If I do it, I get like a little pop-up and whatever, but it's hit and miss. Do you know what I mean? Like everything.
Well, I love Top
They've got a charge. Also, they've got a charge.
Yeah.
If you can get Sally Cudmore, she's excellent. She's so good. She don't charge on it, but she charges for readings, but she charges minimal, like £25. She does a thing where you go to like shows. She'll like hire like a bar. She is fantastic. Honest to God. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you the fucking lottery numbers, excuse my thing, but you wouldn't question a doctor if a doctor was a quack. Of course you're going to have to charge for things. He might do it on here and a free little ones, a free little bits and pieces. But if you're going to a private reading, these people have got a living to make. You'll get charlatans, but I'm not being funny to Lucy.
Don't mean me. The only reason I'm saying it, I'm very anonymous on this app. So
yeah. But you can't say to these people, "Oh, tell me now, what am I going to do?" Like I just say, the man says he's not a performing monkey. He's always going to get people questioning him. People like Sally Morgan, who is that really, she does massive shows. All the mediums I've been to have said she's shit. She's a quack and whatever. You're going to get that in everything, all charlatans. But if you have a good reading, Delusive Andy, I swear you'll be brought to tears. But everybody is going to be. You know, I've been to people.
Shall I tell you what? I did the same thing to Chris Riley. The only reason I'm saying it to this guy
I went to Chris Riley's mum. Can
I just really sorry to interrupt you, but there's a big thing that I think TikTok has created, and it's kind of like this witch hunt. And names get brought out all the time. I went to this person, they're shit. I went to this person, they're good. I went to this person, this, that, and the other. And I've learned that it creates a very, very toxic environment on TikTok. I get it.
I was going to say, actually, I did feel a bit uncomfortable. Sorry, Mimi, when you did mention this lady's name. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got a psychic here and you're mentioning someone else's name. I don't think that's right either.
No, but I'm just saying, a lot of people say these certain. I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, Mimi James, but when you've got a psychic in the box who's
but what I'm saying, they're all going to get a lot of weather. He probably gets a lot of rubbish and stuff. But what I'm saying is. These people.
Just really quickly, can I just finish my sentence? I really personally don't feel comfortable commenting on other psychics. The reason being is because we never ever. No, not you, Mimi. I actually really appreciated what you said. I really appreciated what you said. To be fair, I don't care if you mention another psychic, but I'm never going to sit there and go, "Oh, Chris Riley's this, the other woman's that," you know, this kind of thing. It creates such a shit environment for the spiritual community.
Yeah, I get that.
And what I've noticed is I was a huge part of the spiritual community, you know, 5-10 years ago. You know, it was such a beautiful bloody place to be, and it's turned to shit because everyone wants to attack one another. All I do is I put my truth, because it's not a belief. I know I'm psychic. I know I speak to spirits. I experience every single day. So I put my truth out there. You know, probably back in the day I've made comments that I shouldn't have made, and I sit there and think, actually, do you know what? This isn't how I want to play things. So what I will say is, if this is, you know, Chris Riley's that, you know.
I wasn't going to say anything bad about him.
I'm probably going to check out of this live in that sense, because I'm not going to be part of a witch hunt. I'm not saying this is what you girls are doing or whatever.
No one's saying you're a witch hunt, but what I'm saying is I do understand, because I've been in that world. I go to lots of different shows and whatever. Do your thing at the end of the day, but it's your living and whatever. But you know what? The proof is in the pudding.
Oh, do you know what? I love that comment.
You talk quite a lot, and you've mentioned other psychics, and I think that's not right to be doing that when we've got. Is your name Jessie in a box? I don't think that's right, to be honest, Mimi. But I was just going to say, I've lost my thought now. I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh my God, this woman.
Can I just ask one question to Jessie?
Yes,
Jessie. Really. I never quite understood you.
Well, Angie, I've got to go because I've got a call, but thank you for your time.
See you later, Mimi.
Sorry I mentioned someone else, but that's...
Jessie, you say that you're not able to do readings on lives, but I just don't really understand why, because how is that different to doing a reading on, like, FaceTime?
So the thing is with lives, I don't know how this has worked, but I'm just a little... It's my profile picture. You know, I don't understand this stuff. I'm an old boy, but this is my profile picture. You have to connect with someone's energy by putting your energy in through their eyes. So you make eye contact with someone and you receive their energy from their chest. That's how an aura works. It creates a circuit, you know, of energy, just like what happens in a plug socket. You know, when you plug your phone in to charge it, it creates a circuit of energy that goes into the phone and back out again. That's exactly the same as humans. We work on exactly the same concept. When people are sat there like with a comment on their screen, pretending to talk to someone's dead dad, I find that there's no possible way that can happen. And firstly, because you're not texting your spiritual energy through a phone. You're not doing that, you know. And I don't know if you've noticed, but the spiritual TikTok, or spiritual top, whatever the fuck it's called, you know, sorry, excuse my French, but whatever it's called, you know, in that sense, it's every dickhead and their mum now. You know, anyone's gone down to the local hippie shop to buy an £8 pack of tarot cards and dishing out readings for gifts and all the rest of it, and, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just so ingenuous. It's disgusting.
If you're on like a live with someone like Angie now, you could see her and talk to her and everything like that. Would that work or no?
You could get a minimum amount of spiritual energy from being able to see someone. I'm personally blind as fuck, so I can't see Angie that well at all. Is it Angie? Yeah, it's Angie. I can't see her that well at all. But there also seems to be another part, but this is my own personal opinion, but it also kind of not demoralises, but, you know, it makes the psychic ability a novelty. I'm talking to someone's dead nan, you know, someone who they love, someone who they passed away.
It's a little bit cold on TikTok, really, isn't it?
It's very cold. Okay. It's very impersonal. It's very shit, you know, in that sense of the word. And it's very, look at me, I'm spouting bullshit, so you gift me. You know,
that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair enough. I was just wondering, like, the reasons behind it.
Hello, Jessie. I think you're amazing. And you have to understand that, right?
Thank you.
To do a psychic reading, like Jessie said, you focus on energy, okay? So if he was to sit in here and trying to focus on our Angie, right? He's got Summer, Top Girl, Lynn, we've all got energy. We're all going to interfere with that. You're not going to get a true reading. So what he's saying is spot on. I know my cousin has done reading and her family's done it all their life. They're on Brighton Pier. They're famous. They've done some big top people, right? For her to get a reading off her loved one, she will ask for something that belongs to that person. Because everybody's belonging has a piece of their energy. You know, and that's what I believe. Jessie, I don't know if I'm wrong.
Well, you're right. It's called psychometry and it's called residual energy. So it's not so much their well, you are right. So it's not so much their energy. So you could talk to them in that sense. It would help the connection. But it's what we call in the trade residual energy. So their item has energy that's attached to it that's happened in the past, you know, in that sense. So you'll be able to see things that have happened to them